Good evening from the Mountain Weather Information Service. This is your forecaster Jeff Monk looking at the planning outlook on the mountains over the next week or so. Just a general summary first of all, we're going to have mostly westerly winds coming through during the next week from Monday or Tuesday onwards. The area of low pressure, which has been circulating generally across England and Wales and southern Scotland this week, will be tending to move away eastwards. And that will allow weather systems to come in from the west, bringing areas of rain and low cloud to lower slopes, and on higher slopes there will be some snow from time to time. Between the rain bands, freezing levels probably typically 900 to 1100 metres. So I put 3-4 cycles there, higher tops, and that's more especially over the Scottish Highlands. Probably only on the very highest tops in England and Wales will there be any length of freeze. Uncertainty, but certainly today some of the forecast models have come up with cold northerly winds at the end of a week. Some of our ensemble of forecasts, in other words, the forecasts are run over and over by the main centres, and they've been looking like northwesterlies towards the end of next week. I'll just give you a glimpse of what it might look like next weekend. And the charts are going to show you courtesy of meteorcentre.com. What they show are the isobars and also precipitation. The green at low levels, at lowest few hundred metres, are where the precipitation will be of rain, and the other colours, the yellows and blues mostly, are where there's either a mix of precipitation, the yellows in other words rain and sleet, or I should say generally sleet, or the blues are generally snow. If you see any reds, it tends to be freezing rain. So we'll start on Monday. And we still have the dregs of patches of low cloud and patches of showery rain left from earlier on, albeit the pressure will be building slowly from the west. Now, I do not expect the pattern of rain to look precisely like this. Broadly speaking, over the down the spine of the country and over the east, there'll still be a few pockets of rain and drizzle left from previous precipitation, whereas coming onto western mountains, a few showers, possibly down across South Wales, probably further south than that. Again, perhaps an hour or so of more persistent rain. Cloud probably shrouding quite a few higher summits, although generally the cloud base rising through the day. However, on Tuesday it begins to deteriorate. Southerly winds progressively strengthen, perhaps not quite as strong as they looked a couple of days ago, when it looked as if later on Tuesday there would be widespread severe gales, severe upland gales, and also widespread rain. This particular model tends to have a gap in on the oncoming rain across the southern half of Ireland, which suggests perhaps there won't be much as it comes into Wales. That may or may not be true. At this stage, what I would anticipate is a deteriorating day, the wind strengthening, rain coming in, snow on higher tops. By the time we get to Wednesday, that rain is out into the Atlantic, a squeeze in the isobars, probable across Scotland, upland, severe gales here, possibly storm force for a period during the night and into the day. But you will notice, particularly toward western Scotland, that the isobars are already beginning to spread out. So it does look as if there will be an improvement as far as the wind is concerned through the day. It's showing rainfall. What that is actually showers. Showers coming in quite frequently onto western mountains. There will be of snow on higher areas, snow and hail, and a few of them will get to the east, particularly in the afternoon. Elsewhere, just a scattering of showers, but widely dry. Freezing levels across the Scottish Highlands, 900 to 1100 metres, a little bit higher than that over England and Wales. And then by Thursday, we've got milder air coming in, more rain and drizzle. Again, at this stage, this particular model does not produce very much rain for England and Wales, probably a lot of low cloud coming in. The rain may amount to a little bit more than is suggested, but it does look like a poor day at some stage Thursday. Whether it's centred on the morning or the afternoon, it's too early to tell. Now, it's at this stage, after Thursday, when some of our forecasts, or the bulk of the present forecasts, suggest a change. On Friday, suggestive of a low off western Scotland. That low, although it's mostly rainfall at low levels associated with it, is the beginning of colder air. There will be widespread showers and probably cusps of narrow bands of heavy rain associated with it curled round the low coming in. But once that's gone, it's then the wind may well turn northerly, and we'll have a look at that in a moment. Nevertheless, as that low comes in, freezing levels 900 metres typically, so on higher areas, probably above about 600 metres, there will be some snowfall, certainly lying on higher summits right across the Scottish Munros. Probably uncertain at this stage just where that low will be, how close the isobars will be together, so whether it's a day of upland gales or just for part of a day, it's really too early to say. A quick look at the weekend. Now, I have taken a model which, if anything, is biased toward the coldest of the weather. So I'm not saying it's definitely going to be like this next weekend, but certainly a suggestion of northwest or northerly winds bringing snow showers down from the Arctic, a curtain of snow showers across northern and coastal areas of Scotland, perhaps forming also in the Irish Sea, running into Snowdonia, and a few of them during the afternoon forming down the spine of the country. At this time of the year, in March, with the sun a little bit higher, we start to get little showers, more hail than anything else, perhaps small hail, beginning to develop in the afternoon. If it's very windy, there's probably going to be something of a haze, upland gales making it feel bitterly cold. If it's a little bit less windy than that, the pressure building in from the west a little bit more, then the visibility is likely to be that much clearer. That's due to less salt basically being picked up by the sea on its passage from the Arctic. That's what a lot of the haze is in this country on westerly and northerly winds. It's simply salt haze, which extends well inland. So a hint, finally then, of colder conditions bringing freezing levels well down late next week, although just to reinforce again, it is probably too early to be absolutely certain about that. So do enjoy your time on the mountains over the next week.